Action!
You will not take me down! I will not go down!
Oh.
Hey there, you hip cool cats. Welcome to Chicago Reacts Movies and TV. And, of course, I am your good friend, Kit, and here joining me is my great colleague, director as well. That's right, a little Wikipedia fact. My good friend, Jerry, is in the house. Jerry, it's been a while, but this is your first premiere time showing up on Chicago Reacts Movies and TV.
This gives me a little bit more credibility.
I guess so, yes, yes.
Since I'm not on Wikipedia yet.
Yeah, but nonetheless, if you want to enjoy our full react to this wonderful film that we are going to be reacting called The Death of Stalin. Stalin.
Which neither of us have seen. I have not seen it.
I have seen.
You have seen it.
I have seen this film, but however, it's been a while, so seeing some things will be fresh, or either that I'm looking at a whole new perspective.
Got it.
But I think you're going to enjoy it. We hope all of you enjoy it, and if you want to watch our full reaction to it, go into the link in the description box below to Patreon. There you'll see our whole reaction to it. So if you don't got it, get it. And if you don't get it, well, then you better go figure it out because it's going to be a lot of fun. Why not hang out with us on Patreon? But anyways, hey, DJ, hit that play button and let's react to The Death of Stalin. Stalin.
I love this period of history specifically for just the way, just the period, the way, the furniture, the architecture, the rooms. It was just such a very elegant period. And
you're talking about the 1950s.
Yeah,
like,
40s and the 30s through the 50s.
Yeah, 30s through the 50s. Yeah, I do have to say, at least for aesthetic-wise, furniture, clothing, and events, historic events, it was an interesting point on Planet. It's not saying that our time period isn't any different. It's just there was just a little bit. It was the beginning of
more character.
Yeah.
During that more character during that period.
Yeah.
And on a completely like off the beaten path, it's just a little bit. I don't know. I don't like today's architecture. I don't like today's aesthetic. Everything is like painted white. You go into old buildings and they've literally like painted white, old varnished veneered walls in some of these older structures throughout the city. So whenever I see a period piece that reflects what the architecture and the aesthetic was back then, it draws me in even more because I also am a big fan of history. So
let's see.
I love the production design so far.
Okay.
This period.
You're gonna like the rest of it soon. Look at that. Look at that. Ah.
When I went to Budapest, Hungary in 2018 to a recording studio, it was a recording studio from that era, and it had all the wood walls and stuff. So it's like I'm looking at this thinking, at least in Budapest, I guess Eastern Europe, they have more respect for their older structures and the.
I've noticed that in Japan, especially too with some of their older structures too. Like when I was at Miyagi Island, there were buildings there that were 1,000 to 6,000 years old.
Whoa!
I know, and that was over there by Hiroshima too. So I mean, like these buildings are remarkable structures.
Well, I put Stamen on the list, the writer. I know you like his work, but
nah, leave him on.
And Stamen to his wife.
On.
This is a disgusting piece of excrement.
Who's this?
You'll find out, but basically this was.
Well, he's a historical figure that worked under or alongside Stalin.
He worked under Stalin.
Okay.
He was head of his security forces.
Like the secret police.
Yeah, this man is a disgusting piece of work. But he did himself in historically, because obviously this is a movie. And of course, movies have their dramatic effect. They do change things here and there, but no matter what, he's a piece of shit.
He's Stalin's Dick Cheney. He even looks like Dick Cheney.
Would say, yeah.
I mean, not that Stalin was as much a buffoon as Bush, but
no. But anyways, but there in all real life too. By the way, Stalin's list of executing enemies is something he did.
Oh yeah.
One other thing too is when the Nazis did invade the Soviet Union, Stalin hid, and when his officers and higher ranked officials went to look for him, he thought they were going to kill him. They were asking, well, what's your order? the great Stalin hiding.
Hello. This is Stalin. Sorry, it's really noisy. I'm sorry about that. I want a recording of tonight's performance. I'll send someone to pick it up.
Was the concerto recorded? No, went out live.
Stay.
Okay, nobody leave. Nobody leave.
So this is a thing that happened in real life. If Stalin wanted something,
Yeah, everything stopped.
everything stopped, and you did everything you could to make sure it was on point. There's an incident where this happened.
So wait, this is a comedy?
A very dark comedy.
Oh,
Joseph Vissarionovich Stalin, you have betrayed our nation and destroyed its people.
oh, he really does die in this movie.
We investigate. Should you?
That's what they also don't show much in Hollywood. When a person's dying or dead, they will urinate and defecate themselves.
Oh, yeah,
The
yeah.
little detail right there. And also, hey, if you scare your security guards so much, let this be a lesson to you. Don't scare your security guards. When they hear a thud, they shouldn't be afraid to open the door. Like, hey, everything okay? Because they're going to be out there be like, oh, well, you just never bother them.
So this is like an alternative history wish fulfillment like Inglourious Bastards and Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Well, I can't say too much, but there is some...
That's the director's kind of approach to this material. Yeah?
It's a little bit more accurate
Okay.
because, let's face it, what happened with Stalin is that when he did have that accident, well, you'll find out.
Okay. all these teasers. Wait, how did Stalin really die?
This is kind of how Stalin, he died of a brain aneurysm.
Oh, so I didn't know how he expired.
Yeah.
So the going story is he died from a brain aneurysm. And they're kind of mocking what may have really happened.
Well, all right. I don't want to ruin anything for the movie or anything else.
Yeah, I don't want to spoil the
but
movie.
obviously, they don't go into that. But
Okay.
brain aneurysm is a thing, but there has been rumors that there was a poison that took place as well. Because let's face it, Stalin was getting a little bit out of pocket.
Okay.
And as the kids say, we ain't going to cap anymore, but Stalin had to go.
I got it.
Yeah, you know,
I knew how Hitler went, but I never kept track of how Stalin went. That's why
Stalin went out, and so there's could
have been foul play. But they said it was a brain aneurysm.
Could have been health reasons, or it could have been a poison, or a little bit of both, where all were able to interject with each other.
Okay.
Point is, that's kind of how they found him.
Okay.
That's how they found him. And now we find out what happens when the dear leader is no more.
Got it.
You know, kneeling in piss. Hey, sorry, Khrushchev. Sometimes it happens to the best of us. You know, this is just like when the way I would describe Stalin. We've all seen this before, where there's this celebrity where people are afraid to tell them no or give them constructive criticism, or somebody in a position of power where they have yes people around them, and now that the big guy, the big fella is gone, well, who sits in the throne next?
Yeah. It's not that different in American politics.
We should get Stalin's children here.
Vasily will be lying face down in a ditch full of vodka, but Svetlana.
The people love her.
Okay, so a little historical note here about Stalin's son.
There's a drunk, clearly.
A drunk, clearly. And I remember watching a documentary about Stalin, and apparently he had a good friend that they were interviewing, and he was saying his friend, Stalin's son's friend, was saying to him, "Why are you drinking so much? Why you gotta stop drinking. You're killing yourself." And basically, Stalin's son said, "That's what I'm trying to do." And
He's trying to drink himself to death.
You don't know what my father is like. And then he pulled out a gun.
Suicide.
And he pulled out a gun and said, "This is my assurance. One day when I know that the vodka won't work anymore."
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That was
now,
a sad life.
Stalin's daughter, Svetlana, he dotted her.
He did what?
He dotted all over. He carried.
He doted all over her.
Yeah,
Okay.
doted. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, doted all over. Cared for her. Loved her. Yeah. She could do no wrong.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Murderers, kill him!
Vasily, your father is dead.
You're dividing the spoils. Leave his brain alone. How old are you?
I'm...
Leave me!
Let her
through.
Vasily, remember what Papa said.
Yes, but they have a machine and they're filling his brain with American lies.
Wade,
Filling his brain with American lies.
Capitalism is great.
They must be filtering
Eat
a feed
hamburgers.
from Fox News.
Yes, there you go.
I didn't know Fox News existed back then.
Oh, apparently the glorious Soviet Union did.
Everything's...
Gonna shoot them all? Oh, no. I hate when I'm right.
Comrades, we share your grief. You will assemble outside for further instructions.
You ever see those documentaries where fire ants are, like, you know, when fire ants are clearing out the parasites in the forest?
Yeah.
Yeah. And this is what it looks like.
Yeah. This reminds me of the people who were running around the Capitol January 6th. Carrying out Pelosi's lectern.
Stalin is dead! I've seen inside of him. For fuck's sake, we have to act.
I can't believe.
Oh, quit with the axe. You know, when Kim, okay, obviously there's Kim Jong-un, who's the ruler of North Korea. But when Kim Jong-un's father died, there was all this crying.
I
like,
remember.
oh, there's a leader. Like, I want to know, like, how much of that was sincere. Because
None of it was sincere.
Yeah, it was like,
It was all for show.
It was all for show. Hey, you know, by the way, folks, I don't know. Maybe in the far future, if I ever become popular, please don't cry at my funeral. Dance and drink and be merry. I'm no longer here.
That's what I like to see happen.
Yeah, that's dance and drink. I'm no longer suffering.
And tell funny stories to celebrate.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
yeah, exactly. Actually, fireworks, trombones playing, herbs being thrown in the air, dance and rejoice. You only get to enjoy my death once. Okay? When it happens. Not anytime soon, but when it happens.
We're not in any rush. But
not in any rush. Drinks on the house.
Sad day, soldier? Yes, sir. Sad day. Right. There's more here I've got to do. We've got some lubrication around here.
Yes! Field Marshal Zhukov had to do that.
You know this guy?
Zhukov? Oh, he's a legend.
Okay.
Look, when I was reacting to the Napoleon, there is Marshal Ney. Do you not know who he is? Here's another who's close to my heart. Field Marshal Zhukov.
I'm glad you could get reacquainted with him.
Look at that glorious bastard. So lovely and shiny and handsome. Head of the Soviet Union Army. Look at that. So fancy and shiny and clean. He's a delicious person. So fantastic.
He likes his medals.
Oh, are you kidding me? He's earned every single one of them. Him and his lovely, lovely darlings. The darlings being the Soviet Army.
Comrade Malenkov, with sharper cheekbones as requested. Sharp, not sharp.
I would like that one destroyed.
Again, look, folks, no one is perfect. No one is perfect. Ignore everything you see on Instagram. It's fake. Ignore social media. Embrace your fall. Wear it as armor. I'm not perfect.
They didn't have Photoshop back then and they were doing it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God.
Oh, we know this when we touch pictures.
Yeah.
All over the place.
Wow, that's right. Embrace your faults.
It wasn't just from social media. The runaway vanity.
Yeah, that's true. That is.
He just didn't have filters that were as good as there are today.
Yeah. So he chose the sharper.
Because he does look like a walking corpse.
He does. A walking corpse that is not professionally looking.
Yeah.
Whatever. All right. Embrace your faults, folks. We're all. Hey, newsflash. We're all going to rot. The body will not be perfect.
Good luck. No, we're controlling the crowd at source. All trains inbound to Moscow have been cancelled.
You can't do that.
Wait a minute.
People have a right to see him.
Oh, come on.
I love this. I love how the fact that, again, Zhukov's in there. Because this is a thing about power. He's the head of the army.
Yeah.
And Zhukov...
They could have taken all these guys down.
Yeah, right? And the thing is...
On his order.
Remember, this is a war hero, too.
Yeah. So people would have listened to him.
Yeah. I would compare him to, like, again, Marshal Ney or...
Smedley Butler.
Yeah. Sure. Hey, Marine Corps right there.
I know my history.
Thanks right there. There you go. There you go. Smedley Butler. Actually, I'm glad that you did bring him up. Thank you for bringing up Smedley Butler. There's a lot of reasons why I like Smedley Butler.
Yep.
But anyways, back on point. That guy's that guy has the army. He is a hero, especially during the Second World War.
None. I've been picking out funeral cushions with Slim Hitler over there. I'm the train.
Foreigners, a vile crime has been perpetrated. Hairy monsters in coats have scooped out my father's brain and sent it to America.
Hey, look. No country is perfect, but America did not take Stalin's brain.
We took Hitler's, though, didn't we? Did they find Hitler's brain?
No, but I did hear a story in Weekly World News a long time ago as a kid. I don't know if you... This is before Gen Z.
Yes.
This is before your time. Weekly World News.
You can still find transcripts online, though. Weekly World News.
Where apparently...
Bat Boy.
Bat Boy. Where
It's most
apparently
famous.
front page, Weekly World News, they did a story of Soviet soldier comes forward with the jar of Hitler's wang bone. He kept it in a jar.
Oh, wait, his what bone?
Wang bone.
Wang bone. That's what I thought you said. His wang bone.
Wang bone. There you go.
They
Keep it
saved
polite in case
Hitler's wang bone.
In case this part is clipped on YouTube. Don't want to go too far. I want the censorship.
Yeah, we don't want to deal with the YouTube censors again.
Yeah, don't do that. But anyways, yes, that was Weekly World
Hitler's
News.
wang bone.
Wang bone.
That's the name of a band, I think. An 80s punk rock band, Hitler's wang bone.
Hitler's wang bone.
Wasn't it? If it wasn't, it should have been.
Maybe in an alternate dimension. Maybe so. They had a number one. The hits just keep on coming.
These traitors. You will not take me down. I will not go down.
Oh.
Can you imagine what kind of event that would be? That'd be like the scenario, like we all have to be there. Like that, that is like the event, like everyone has to show
It's like
up.
the Bears winning the Super Bowl back in the 80s. Everybody going downtown.
Okay, so that I don't know, but I do know of the Chicago Bulls and
Bulls,
their dynasty.
yep.
I
was there for the Bears. I was there for the Bears.
And then, of course, in the Chicago Blackhawks.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
More recent.
Yeah, that was more recent. And, of course, I missed it when the Chicago White Sox won in 2005. Oh, I can't believe I missed that. On top of Saddam Hussein's palace, I predicted that they would win. And then everyone kept on telling me I was full of crap. But they won.
Bodies fucking piling up in the streets. A bit late, isn't it?
What if we blame this on someone who's out of control?
Nicky, be very careful what you say next.
Bury ya.
I'm going to have to report this conversation. Threatening to do harm or obstruct any member of the Presidium in the process of looking at your fucking
Who does not love Field Marshal Zhukov? Do you not know who he is? Just like Marshal Ney, do you not know who he is? Yeah, I love it. He's in. I love it. It says, that fucker thinks he can take on the glorious Red Army? No.
Right, boys. Meet your days for tonight. I'll take blonde.
There you go. Love it. Do you not know who he is? That is Zhukov.
Is this how it really happened?
More or less, there's more to this. Okay, there's a lot more to this.
Okay. Because I like this accounting.
But I have to say, Field Marshal Zhukov, magnifique, through and through.
He was a man among men.
The most manliest of men.
It's time to set aside.
Good luck, ladies.
Yes! Fuck you.
Hands up or I'll shoot you in the fucking face.
Love you. Yes!
Job done for the army.
Look at him, begging like a little dog. After so many people he hurt. And he did. There you go.
Well, that's got it done. Go on, have a look.
I love it. Come on, gather around. It's a dead body.
He really gets to the heart of things quickly.
Yeah,
It's very efficient. It's efficient.
That's Field Marshal Zhukov. That's our boy. Hey, come on, look around. Don't be shy.
Take a look and remember.
He says, "Come on." I'll do. Just love it.
Time for barbecue.
So
interesting.
Yeah.
Makes me want to go read more about all the actual history that inspired this particular retelling.
One of the interesting
story.
Well, there were many things that did Bera in. One of them was the fact he wanted to give all of Berlin to the Allies, like give up East Berlin and have Germany just be one city under Allied
After
rule.
Russia essentially helped beat Germany.
Right, and so...
Which is what a lot of people don't know. They think the United States won World War II on its own. It's like, no, Russia suffered the worst losses.
Yeah, the Soviet Union, here's something they don't teach in the history books.
Yep.
When Germany invaded the Soviet Union, they brought in every one of their elite forces.
Yeah.
And the Soviet Union took the hit of it. And so, obviously, there was the Great Divide in Europe. There was, the Iron Curtain over Eastern Europe, and the Soviets had full control. And Stalin ruled with an iron fist, and Bera was his little puppet. And so, the thing is, when you read the history behind it, and what, Khrushchev and a lot of those guys had to do just to try and deal with the aftermath of Stalin, they had to fill the void.
Yeah.
But, good old Georgie, he was a weak man.
Yeah.
Very, very weak. And obviously this is the emergence of the United States, because after World War II, the United States officially became a global superpower.
This was the balance of power.
Yeah.
We didn't have
States.
all of the destruction on our soil.
Yeah. So
and I maintain to this day, I think the reason that Europe has probably focused more with the EU on peace and getting along with each other is because they both suffered the horrors of 2 world wars on their soil. We've never needed to deal with this ourselves. We had some horrible. We had Pearl Harbor, which was horrible. We had 9/11.
We had
but beyond those,
we had the American Civil War.
We had the American Civil War. Yeah, but I mean, in modern history, though, it's interesting. Our country is more prone to wanting to go to war, not understanding what the real sacrifice is, like European nations sacrificed and lost their families and loved ones during 2 world wars, and death and destruction.
And the thing is, like, looking at the Soviet Union, they were that counterbalance. And again, this is a fantastic film. It's a dark comedy.
Yeah.
Dark comedy through and through. So if it's not your cup of tea, well, I hate to tell you, I love dark comedy.
Yeah, I enjoy it too.
And there was these interesting twists here and there about what the characters were all doing. I really don't like when finally Khrushchev asserted himself and just was like, this is how it's done.
Enough's enough.
Enough's enough. I'm tired of this clown show. I'm tired of being undermined. Here's how I'm going to run the show, and if you don't like it, get out of my way. And I liked how he regulated over Stalin's daughter.
Yeah.
Just like, shut the fuck up. Because if this was Bera or Georgie, you would not be around here.
Yeah.
And that was the real truth. Like, you're going to Vienna, and your brother's going to be alive. I can promise you that. But you two are not. It's over. Your time here is done.
Yeah.
I really found it insulting the way she said. I never thought it would be used. Like, seriously, fuck you.
She's lucky it was him.
Yeah, she is lucky it was him.
She's lucky it was him.
Yeah. Yeah. Seriously. So we had a lot of fun.
Yeah. Thanks for the invitation to watch this for the first time on my part.
Yeah. And by the way, too, I think a lot of people don't know that you've directed your own film.
I have. And I will hopefully be directing another one sometime soon.
There we go. So, by the way, do you name your first film?
Name my first film, Solstice.
Solstice. There you go. Yeah. So if you haven't checked it out, check it out already. But this is Chicago Reacts Movies and TV. I want to thank all of you so much for joining us. If you want to watch the full reaction, in the description box below is the Patreon link. You could see it there. We're grateful for all the support for this channel and how much we're continuing to grow. Please, everyone, no matter where you're at, I hope you learned some good lessons from today's movie adventure.
Well, it should inspire people also to go read up more. Because honestly, I know a lot about World War II history as it relates to Germany. I've never scratched the surface with the Russian history. And now I'm going to go home and be Googling and reading more about these historical figures that we saw represented in this film and learn even more.
That's right. Homework assignment. Type in the description box, in the comment section below what you learned. Bye-bye.
Night, everybody.